guys, welcome to the Cozy Writing channel. I'm having one of those days today. Just things don't go right, or you're too rushed and things are too, I don't know how to describe that, just they're too much. So I'm having a too much day today. I did actually get a lot of writing done. I actually live streamed it for once. It's like the first time in almost 2 years since I've done any kind of live streaming, and it went fairly okay, I guess. There were some hiccups, and mainly my computer just really wasn't happy about all the sources I was asking it to work with and then export out of. Things just weren't happy, but I don't know, I did it. The best thing about live streaming is it forces me to get that work done. I used to use it for that very specific point a couple years ago when I used to live stream on Twitch. Was it just made me accountable for doing the work, and I ended up doing 4 30-minute sprints, so 2 hours of work. And the most annoying thing about that was 2 hours worth of work and I still didn't finish chapter 1, and chapter 1 is done. All I'm doing is, well, my goals for the day were, I got some feedback from my critique partner, and she was really brutal. She said, "Where is your main character's personality? Like, it's missing." So I read through and I was like, shit, she's right. I was so concerned about atmosphere and getting the plot moving. And I knew from talking with my editor that I had to make her more, I had to give her higher stakes. But out of all that, somehow I had missed putting back in her personality bit. So I went through, I added a bunch of personality. I feel like might finally be up to snuff now. Maybe I can let some other people start to read chapter 1 again. But I'm like 2 lines away from finishing it. I really should just buckle down and do those 2 lines. You'd think 2 lines would just be really easy to do. And then it's working on chapter 2 and doing largely the same thing. One of the things I changed in chapter 1, not really changed so much as added. One of the things I added in chapter 1 is I have this character, Sam, who my beta readers never really liked, and my editor was kind of in the same camp. I introduced Sam too late in the story for anyone to care about her. So the goal was since I stopped doing the point of view by chapters. So it used to be chapter 1 was my main character, in my main character's point of view. Chapter 2 was the other main character point of view, and it would switch back and forth. I had 2 strict point of views, and every other chapter, they got to speak their story. I've completely gone away from that in the interest of, I don't know, trying to make things move. I'm doing what I started to do in book 2, which is combine everybody together in one chapter. Just break the scenes with the people and try not to do too many of them. Try to keep it to a limited number of people and see where it goes. So that's what I'm trying again in chapter 1. So far, I have 3 point of views. I have my main character, who right now I'm calling Tahoe. I've got Tad, my second main character, and then I'm adding in some Sam bits where it's just, you know who she is. She's starting out on this walk after dinner where she's going to get lost and there's going to be monsters and stuff like that. But I wanted to make Sam's part of the story more impactful, so I had to introduce her earlier to let the readers get to know her and then latch onto her and then feel really awful when I kill her at the end. I mean, that's the goal, right? So the writing so far this week is going well, I guess, is the best thing to say. It's certainly not going fast, but I feel like the end product is better than the end product that came before it, which is all you can ever hope for. And I'm just allowed to get frustrated with how slow it seems to be going. I know it's really impractical, but I really just want to push out a good product in the first place. Like, you know, like I don't want to have to go through all these revisions because the revisions are just kind of like soul crushing sometimes. Like, you just feel like, oh, you didn't do something well enough the first time around, so now you have to go back through and fix it. And it's constantly that. It's constantly, oh, you didn't do this good, go fix that. And oh, you didn't do this part well, go fix that part. It's just a constant barrage of things you didn't do right that you then need to fix. It just kind of grates on your soul, which I want to put out a good story, but right now I'm just in the thick of it and I'm feeling really shitty. That's I felt like it was such a good product, and then I gave it to other people to read and they just tore it apart. How do people live like that? How do other authors do this on a regular basis and not let their soul get ground down to little pieces? I don't understand. Maybe I'm just having a bad day. I mean, I know I'm having a bad day, but I mean, maybe just the bad day is compounding this feeling of not being able to do anything right. And maybe that's a talk I should have with my therapist. All right, guys, I will talk to you later this week. I am live streaming, hopefully again tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time. So if you want, stop in then or catch it afterwards and watch all the misspellings and typos and random words that I don't know how to spell that I have to rely on a computer to help me spell. And it's, I guess, a lot of fun. I don't know. It's productive. That's definitely what it is. It is definitely productive. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.